Hello, I'm Dr. Wickham Simons from Dr. Simons Metabolics and Weight Loss, and I'm answering common questions about GLP-1s. Whether it's in my office or whether I'm outside my office in the community in various settings, I always get questions about, hey, don't you have to be on this medication, that is the GLP-1s, the rest of your life? I mean, if you start them, you can't stop them. And I want to take that question on because I know that the manufacturer says that once you start them, you should stay on them the rest of your life. So it's not just about losing weight, it's about long-term weight maintenance or maintenance of the weight that you lost. Okay, but when you come see me, there's a physician-patient relationship that we develop. And your desires and wants are important to me. Maybe you don't want to be on medication the rest of your life, okay? And so the way I approach that, is in talking to people about it, because there's an underlying assumption, hey, if I stop the medication, I'll just gain the weight back, right? And it is true that many people who stop it do gain the weight back. But, what I want to say about that, it goes back to the original 4 pillars that I say that I use in the treatment of obesity. And that is nutritional therapies, number 2, physical activity, number 3, behavioral modification, and number 4, medications. And so don't ignore the other 3 pillars. I'm happy to prescribe medication for you that's approved by the FDA for the treatment of obesity. I'm happy to prescribe it for you in the long term as long as you don't have a medical condition that arises that would be a contraindication to it, right? And in most cases, that's not even an issue, okay? So if you want to use it long term, I'm fine with that. And those of you who know me know that about me. I want to make sure it's available to you. But if you only want to take it for a shorter period of time, what I'm going to tell you is that when you stop the medication, there's nothing magical that happens, okay? There's nothing, it's not like your body says, oh, you stopped the medication, I'm gonna make you gain a bunch of weight back because you stopped the medication. No, that's not, your body goes back to doing what it was doing before you took the medication, okay? So if you were more hungry back then, you're gonna return to that state of more hunger, all right? That's what your body's doing. And so you're more prone to gaining that weight back unless you have a good plan on nutrition, physical activity, and behavioral modification. You have to address those things for the long term. There's no quitting the medication and ignoring all that and just expect that the weight's going to stay off of you. You have to work at it. And so I can work with you under the scenario that you want to use medication for the long term, or you want to use medication intermittently for the long term, or low-dose medication intermittently for the long term, or low-dose medication for long-term weight loss maintenance, or no medication at all, as long as you understand that you have to have your ducks in order when it comes to nutrition, physical activity, and behavioral changes if you plan to keep it off. And that's the real truth about stopping medication.